Alright, hi, my name's Alyssa Beauty, and today I'm going to show you how I achieved this look here and my thoughts on this new palette. It is this new palette by Colourpop. It says Cute AF on the front and it says Colourpop, and it is called the Yes Please Pressed Powder Shadow Palette. And it has 12 shades. These are what they look like. Very, very pretty, fun shades. The only downside is that I love the color white, obviously, especially in my room. But the packaging is very easy to get dirty. Like, if you can see, I've already made a mess because I am a super messy person. But pretty much that's the only downfall about this palette. It has all the shade names written on the back. And the shades are super pigmented. There's 10 shades in here that are limited edition and exclusive to this palette. The only shades are Note to Self, which is this color right here, which I'm obsessed with, and Full Zip, which is this matte highlighter color right here. So yeah, other than these two shades, the rest of these shades are exclusive and limited edition to this palette. It's currently out of stock on the Colourpop website. They were supposed to be restocking today on the day I'm filming this, which is Wednesday the 27th. But they said since not a lot of people have received their palettes yet, that they ordered, came out like 2 weeks ago, that they are going to be pushing the launch date. So when it does relaunch again, try to definitely get your hands on this. It is $16 for 12 shades, which is not bad at all. The pan sizes of these shades are definitely a little smaller than their normal size. Pressed shadows, but I mean, who really hits pan on shades that much? I mean, unless you're using this every day. But yeah. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. The pigmentation is great. They blended amazingly. Like if I do say so myself, my eyeshadow looks bomb AF to me. So yeah, they blend amazing. So yeah, enough ado about the palettes. Let's get into this tutorial. Hi. Alright, so I already set my under eye with my translucent powder to protect from fallout, and I primed my eye with MAC Soft Ochre and set it with this shade, and this is one of the permanent shades in the palette. It's called Full Zip, and it's a permanent shade in the Colourpop collection. So next, for transition shade, I'm going to use this bright yellow. It is called Mischief, and I'm just going to take this on this big scone blending brush and tap it off a lot because I really don't want anything too crazy yellow. I just want like a little white wash of yellow. But looking at this yellow in the palette, you can't help but use it. So far, I'm super impressed with the pigmentation. This is like, I'm barely putting anything on the brush, and I'm going in, and it's like super scary how pigmented this is. But that's a good thing. As for another transition shade, I'm going to be going in with this, and it is called Note to Self. This is another one of their permanent shades in the Colourpop collection, and I'm going to be picking that up on the same scone blending brush, tapping it off and going over that yellow with this. That is like so beautiful, I can't even. Blend in so much your hands hurt. So next I'm going to go in with this orange terracotta shade. It is in the shade no, it's not. It's in the shade GNO, which I believe probably stands for Girls Night Out. I'm not sure, but yeah. It's such a pretty orangey terracotta shade. I'm going to pick that up on my Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just gonna lightly tap and blend. Ooh, wow, that is pretty. Yeah, okay. So next I'm gonna pick up this red shade. It's called Spoiled. Same brush, very much tap it off. I don't want a lot. I just want to put this into my outer V a little bit. So I'm going to be going in with my M503 brush by Morphe. I'm picking up the shade called French Kiss. Very light. And only putting that and concentrating that into the outer V. I'm going to be going in with this brush, M506, back in with that French Kiss shade, and just kind of deepening it up a tiny bit. Going back in with my M433 brush, I'm going to be picking back up that shade. Oh god. No, Note to Self. And picking a tiny bit of that up on there, and then blending everything out with that shade. And with this Scone blending brush, I'm going to be going back into that yellowy shade, Mischief, and just kind of going over the edges with that. Back in with a little bit of MAC Soft Ochre on a concealer brush. I'm just going to kind of go in a little bit and clean up the area. I'm going to put my glitters or the shimmers or whatever. I'm going to be going in with this little concealer brush by e.l.f. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of this shade here. It is called Louis, and it is so pretty. I can't. So I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to put that in the middle of my lid. I'm going to pick up some of this Buttercake shade on this little Sonia Kashuk brush. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Kat Von D and creating a little wingy. And then I'm going to throw on some of these Shy Kiss Lashes. For highlight, I'm going to go in with my MAC. I can't even show it to you because it's so gross. I've been dropping it. I don't know why. My MAC Nylon. I'm going to pick that up on a little Sonia Kashuk pencil brush. And the Colourpop palette doesn't have a bright, like, shimmery highlighter shade. And I mean, I'm okay with that because I usually use this shade anyways to highlight. So for my waterline, I'm gonna go in with this Essence gel liner in, I think it's Urban Jungle. It's like a green liner, and I've been loving this green liner because it makes my eyes look really blue. And then for highlights, I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop highlight in Wisp. And then I'm gonna go over that with Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. For blush, I'm just gonna take this e.l.f. blush palette in this this orange shade on this Eco Tools brush and blend that one. All right. And then for lips, I'm going to go in with Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Nudist Peach. So that's it for this look. I was really happy with how it came out. I'm really impressed with how the shadows worked, and I would definitely, next time they restock, try to get your hands on this palette because it's amazing. And I definitely will be using this probably for the rest of the summer, if not longer. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye!